Agenda Student Ministry Podcast until we have one. So
we don't have one yet.
Welcome in. These two people were so nervous because they didn't know what they're walking into, and they really still don't, Dalton, right?
No, absolutely not. They keep trying to look at our notes.
Yeah, like we have any notes.
We don't have notes.
I literally have Facebook open right now.
This is Evan's child's iPad.
Yeah,
this is not even real.
Yeah, that thing only has kid games.
Yeah.
So,
What's your front?
just kidding. But welcome guys. Introduce yourselves, please.
My name is Jenny. What do you want me to say? Anything about me?
Introduce yourself. I
My
mean, there's
name's-
no agenda, so it's just.
My name is Jenny, and I'm the girls' minister.
Yeah.
Hey.
My name's Alexia. I'm an intern.
No, she's a resident.
Sorry, we don't use that degrading
Language.
term.
She's a resident.
Language creates culture. Okay?
Yes, we don't use those degrading terms here. You are a resident. Welcome, Alexia, resident, also Blue Raider. Go
Raiders,
Cleveland.
they want
Hey,
to.
go
Raiders.
Staners, baby.
Okay. All right, so welcome in. What's up, y'all? Welcome. Question of the day, Dalton. You want to hit him with it?
Yeah.
Hit him with the jump, man. Hit him with it, dude.
Yeah, so we always start off with a fun question, okay? And so look around this room. How many babies would fit in this room?
Like infants?
Babies.
Yeah. I mean, what's the difference in a baby and an infant?
Well,
How would you define that?
I feel like baby could be anywhere from like a newborn to like
Okay,
12 months.
It's fair. It's fair.
that's fair. You have a baby.
Yeah, I have a baby.
How many? What classifies as a baby?
I think a baby is anything that can't take care of itself.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's.
Let's think of a traditional baby size, okay? How many babies do you think would fit in this room?
Like from
What-
floor to ceiling or like the whole entire room?
That is the question.
Good question.
Okay.
How would you fill it up?
I'm picturing, those things are like, guess how many bouncy balls are in this truck? And they're like packed like wall to wall.
Right,
Yeah.
like at school.
That
like,
is what I'm
yeah.
picturing, like babies in this room, just
Okay.
wall to wall.
That's one way to picture it.
I'm gonna say like 100 babies.
100 babies.
100 babies.
Okay.
Okay, that's fair. Alexia?
I feel like it's more than that. I was gonna say like 1,000.
1,000 babies.
Oh my gosh.
1,000 babies.
How's that? I mean, okay. We're thinking a
like-
baby. I mean, Dalton, when I think baby, I think a baby's like,
That's pretty long.
or if a baby's sitting up, a baby's,
Baby's sitting
baby's
up.
this tall,
Right.
like,
Okay.
thinking, I think a traditional
500
baby.
babies.
Traditional
But
baby.
Actually,
if
we
they're
have a
swaddled-
baby.
We have a baby. Bring the
Bring
baby in.
Bring the
in.
baby in. Yeah, we don't.
Okay.
Sorry, we don't have a baby.
Baby's
I was
fine.
actually
I
looking
was-
for a baby.
We were gonna bring a baby in, but we didn't. So truly,
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, are we hands extended?
I mean, if they're
hands at his
swaddled,
sides?
they're a little bit more like.
Okay, so you would
Compressed.
swaddle 1,000 babies. and put them
Okay.
Yeah, so
Five-
so you're
500.
you're thinking about swaddling a baby before you use it as a measurement?
Yeah.
That's like wrapping a tape measure in tape before you try to measure something.
Dude, that's so true.
I mean, think about it. I mean, look, I'm
You
thinking
probably
about this
fit
room.
more if they're like.
I'm thinking about this room. I'm thinking 1, 2. I'm thinking about.
Continue.
It's probably 5 or 6. Let's say 6 across.
6 across. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I meant.
Yeah, 6 across, and at least what? You saw there about this wide. We got at least 20 rows. 6 across, 20 rows. That's 100. What are we talking?
100,
120.
120.
120. That's 120 on the bottom floor. 120 times. I mean, I
Times.
think we can get that up. What? 20 times?
20.
I mean, look, we're
This is
talking,
good.
dude. We're talking 2,400
So is
babies.
that-
Oh,
Okay, so
dang,
like
I,
We're going
I really
2,400
thought I was
babies.
okay.
2,400
No.
babies.
No, so like 1,000 times 2.
Yeah, you were still
Yeah,
off.
She was in
I
the right
but, like,
direction,
I was,
though.
Right
I was
track.
getting there.
You're
I was
still
getting
off.
there.
So I thought,
Yeah.
2,400 babies in this room. That's fair.
Yeah, hey, in your defense, nobody knows the answers. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good
You're-
guesses.
No one knows it. That's why we asked it. No one knows it. So how many babies would fit in this room?
Are we saying the answer?
What are we supposed to say?
2,400.
2,400.
2,400.
There were zero expectations. This
Yeah,
is
no
no
agenda.
agenda. No agenda student ministry podcast. No agenda.
Not until we have one.
Asking for any unspoken prayer requests at this point.
Thank you for your honesty. Let me catch that.
All right, for real though.
Yeah.
We brought you on here today because people love you. People love both of you.
Very true.
And here's what we want to know. What motivates you?
What motivates me?
Yeah.
That was the question.
Yeah. What motivates me probably is my siblings. I don't want them to like see me struggle or see me like in a bad place.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
motivate me to be a better person and set as a good example.
I love that.
Yeah.
Janie?
I honestly think the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to just how I live my life, and not just work, but even in friendships and my family life, is I'm always thinking of like the end goal,
Okay.
which is maybe more serious and like of an answer than you were expecting. But I think of like when I get to heaven and like am face to face with God, like not out of, oh, I want him to just say I did good things all the time, but I want to live a life that's honoring and pleasing to him. Really, that comes from like just out of fear of the Lord that I have. And I have a genuine desire in everything that I do to be honoring and pleasing to him. And so that's what motivates me. Whether that's work, friends, family, anything, I want that end goal when I meet the Lord face to face for that, well done, good and faithful servant.
I love that. I love that. Dalton?
What motivates me?
Well,
Is that the question?
Just comments on that? I mean,
Hey, no, I love that. I think whether it's like we're accountable to the Lord or accountable to other people, and that's what drives the way we spend our lives, right? And so I love that that's a factor in it, whether it's family or whether it's, how many people, the people you interact with on the way to standing before the Lord is super important. So that's awesome, especially when it comes to being in ministry.
yeah. Look, I don't want to act like an expert on the Bible, but I would love for us to break down the idea that we're going to stand face to face with God. Have y'all been face to face with anybody lately?
Right now.
It can be awkward. Like, you can be, you're face to face with someone right now?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You.
Can I be honest? When I think of when people say, I'm going to see God, is that in the Bible?
So
Does the Bible say
Yeah,
we're going to be with God face to face?
I've actually thought about this a lot. So it said, it does say in the Bible, face to face. I don't think it's going to be that close.
I mean,
Yeah,
what if,
okay,
like,
not like.
when I think face to face, I think like UFC fighters bowing up like in the picture. They're like,
Right.
they're like,
Yeah, I mean,
is that in the Bible?
so what it says that we're going to stand before God and give an account for our lives. I don't know if that's going to be face to face or if that's going to be, like a little bit from a distance. But
I think face to face. I think when I say face to face,
Look
it's
at
the
this.
only way that our human minds can like
yeah,
understand what it's going to be like to stand before God.
I think we're not big enough that we can, say websites. Bible.knowing -jesus.com
sounds legit.
has 9 Bible verses about being face to face with God.
All right.
Seriously, when I think about being face to face with God, it kind of weirds me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean, but then I also think, what does God's breath smell like? Right? He's got human features. Will we smell his breath? Jacob saw God face to face.
Jacob wrestled.
They
with God.
wrestled God. Think
Yeah.
about it.
UFC. What you were saying earlier.
If we had space, we would
If there
wrestle.
wasn't a table right here.
Dude, we could get we could Jacob God right here.
Let's go.
I would not be God.
No, I call Jacob though.
Come on. I call Jacob. All right. For now, we see in a mirror dimly, but
Yeah.
then face to face. Now I know in part, but then I will know fully, just as I also have been fully known. 1 Corinthians 13:12.
That's one of my favorite verses.
You didn't say it earlier when we were talking about face to face.
I was getting there.
My bad, man. My bad. I interrupted. That's my B, dude. That's
Hey,
my B.
it's all good. Google
All right,
over people.
1 Corinthians
I get it.
13:12, right? We're in there, face to face. It's not Old Testament referring to Moses. 1 Corinthians 13:12. So, welcome. We will one day meet Jesus, above Jesus,
Face to face.
face to face.
big gangsta.
But he may not look like that because
Probably not.
remember Road to Emmaus. All right, so I love that. What motivates you? Motivates you. Family motivates you. People coming to know Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I've talked so much I forgot what you said.
Yeah, it's been a while.
That is a factor, but just like.
But that was a big question.
Oh, huge.
Face to
Yeah.
face. I mean,
Yeah,
what are
that-
we talking here?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
With what I answered earlier. You want me to
Technically,
refresh you?
Hey, can I say this? Technically, people did talk to God face to face because Jesus was on Earth.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, have y'all watched The Chosen? To play for The Chosen.
I
You
watched
you can
episode 1.
download the app and watch it. I'm pretty sure he gets pretty close to people. I mean, pretty sure he pulls a man in,
Right.
like to talk
Yeah.
face to face.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I mean, I'm in on that. Right?
Changed my day, man.
Dude. All right, so let's talk about this, okay? Y'all are both doing student ministry, involved in student ministry. What would you say, okay, if you had to say one thing to girls, students in grade school right now, what would it be?
Okay, so something that I've been really passionate about recently is a podcast I listened to with Jackie Hill Perry. And she talked about how she feels like the culture today tells students, like specifically high schoolers, college age students, that that this mindset is, I have to give up everything in order to follow God. I have to lose my friends. I have to stop having fun in this way. I have to stop doing this. And that creates this mindset of like, but why should I stop doing all of that? Like, is it worth it? And something that like I want our students to understand is that, and the truth is that you're really giving up nothing in order to gain everything. And if you believe that you have to give up everything to follow God, then you're just missing it, you know? And so that's one thing that I've been really passionate about recently, our students understanding.
That's cool.
Is that it is worth it. And in the long end, you're, you know, everything that you have to give up has no value anyways. And you're gaining a relationship with the God who created everything.
Yeah.
And so
awesome.
That's something I'm really passionate about recently.
I love that. Alexia?
I was listening to a podcast, I don't remember which one, but it talked a lot about perfectionism and how girls, they start in middle school, like, trying to be perfect for their parents, like boyfriends, start getting in relationships, just trying to be the perfect person, and that it really affects your mental health. And so probably just, like, you don't have to be perfect, like, you're just that you're living for God and not for everyone else. So you don't have to be perfect for everyone else. Not even God, but, you know, just probably that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Those both came from a podcast. That's why you should listen to a podcast.
Yeah, hey,
that's what we're doing, guys.
Listen, podcast to a podcast.
Yeah.
I would love to know who you listen to. Whenever you get a chance, you'll let me know.
Okay.
You'll let me know.
Yeah, but her most recent book talks about what I just shared. It's called Holy Art Thou, and talks about the holiness of God, and it's really good.
That's awesome. Does she talk about being face to face with God? I gotta move on. We do not need to backtrack. I gotta move on. So here's where I would love to end. Okay, Girls Retreat is soon. Like, it is soon, y'all. And y'all been working hard to make this happen. Working hard to recruit people. Working hard to get people there. Working hard to get the right people in the room.
Yeah.
Why?
My goal for Girls Retreat is that it's an event that's for students who already know the Lord. It's for them to grow further in that relationship. That may be what they can get on a Wednesday or Sunday, but having a weekend to retreat and pull away, encourage them to continue to grow, but also for their friend that they invite that has never known the Lord, has never had a relationship with him. And I want it to be for both.
Awesome.
But I also, something I've been really big on is I want girls to realize it's fun to be a follower of Jesus. And that's what this weekend is going to be all about, is they're going to grow and they're going to learn a lot, and we're going to tackle certain topics that I feel like girls this age struggle with, but also we're going to have a lot of fun. And I want them to realize that, kind of like what I was saying, you don't have to give up everything to follow God. You still get to live a fun, joyful life that the Lord promises us when we follow him, and I want them to experience that this weekend.
Connect with Jesus, connect with others.
Yeah.
Alexia, do you think when you were in high school, which was 2 years ago?
2021 is when I graduated.
Okay, yeah, 2 years ago, right? You would have been all over going to a girls' retreat?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially because I don't remember there being a girls' retreat when I was in student ministry. So, yeah, for sure.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
And it came from a place where I went to a girls' conference in high school, and it meant everything to me. And I remember it being so much fun, and I got to hear from older women and their stories with their relationship with the Lord. And it was like the coolest experience ever. And so it's coming from a place of, I know how much I enjoyed it, and I want to be able to provide that same experience for the girls in our ministry.
I love that. I can't wait. Girls, this could literally be the best weekend of your life. coming up November 11th through the 13th,
Mhm.
right? You can sign up now. We'll link it in. We'll link it in our bio on Instagram. We'll link it in the show notes on YouTube. We'll link it everywhere we can.
Yeah.
And so you
TikTok.
can get in and jump in. TikTok.
TikTok.
All right, cool. Is that great?
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, No Agenda Student Ministry podcast until we have one.
That's right.
Appreciate y'all.
Love
Peace.
it.
Yeah.
Bears in a two. Bears in a two.
Bears in a tube.